Video journal entry number 23, June 8th, 2025. Ooh, I just woke up from a fat nap. Oh my gosh, I have been so tired this week. On that note, I have been feeling this heavy urge to quit my job. I used to feel that like back when I didn't have so many responsibilities. I would get these certain urges and I would do it because I ain't have nothing, like I didn't have too many big responsibilities. But you can't just be quitting your job out here when you have a mortgage to pay. But I really have been like wanting to take this risk of like quitting my job and just betting on myself and that things will work out well. But oh my gosh, that was the pure thought, right? Quitting my job, banking on myself, and things work out well. But then quickly following that comes the doubt. And I was just thinking like it's so crazy how like doubt comes to settle in on like your purest thoughts. But that was a pure thought. I feel like I'm stuck between wanting to travel and make things, and wanting to like settle down, get a dog, and like start a business and things like that. And I feel like I've been like at such a crossroads, or like it has really come to a forefront of like this crossroads that I'm at that I want to take with my life. And it's kind of weird. I feel like dropping off Larry and deciding not to keep Larry, that really brought that to the forefront. I don't know if it's something that was new, but I feel like it really was brought to the forefront for me to really think about. And I don't know, like I'm just thinking about these next 6 months, like what it'll look like. I'm also thinking like maybe I should like use that 6 months, get a lot of this traveling and content that I want to shoot out the way, and then like resettle back for like the new year and be like settled down for new year and get things out of my system. But I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I think that might be the plan. But I'm like thinking about like how my savings will operate and like how much I need to be saving to like maybe really take that step of like leaving work and then focusing on making the things I want to make. But I feel like I'm worried because like I don't really think I've had any proof of concept of something that could like sustain me financially. Because like I said, I have like bills and stuff now, I feel like maybe I can cut back certain bills, but like the mortgage is always going to be there, etc. I feel like maybe insurance, but I don't know, man. I'm really thinking about it. I'm thinking about that a lot. Let's see. On that note too, I feel like one of the things that has been like having me have those thoughts like, oh man, I really might need to like quit my job. I feel like my job has been like really stressful because I'm covering for somebody, and I've essentially ended up having to like I think I mentioned before, like pretty much take over for like a whole department very quickly without the proper training. And I feel like that's what's been stressing me. It's like I feel like the work itself isn't what's stressing me, but like the like lack of information that I need to like make things more smoothly. I also feel like what I'm covering for now wasn't initially what I thought to be covering for. It is like it was gonna be like this, but then like it ended up turning out like this, which like, I think I mentioned before. Like on one end, it's like I don't really mind because I feel like I'm always looking for opportunities to like learn more and new things. But at the same time, I don't think like maybe there's like a healthy way about going about it, which has made me reflect on like how I usually do things. I feel like I do like big shifts and things, and like I kind of like throw myself into things to get things rocking and rolling. But I'm not sure like if every situation is like a good way for me to, that type of way of doing things is a good way for me to do things. Because like I said, like I think sometimes I think with my mind moving first, I don't think about my body sometimes and how that reacts. Like my mind might be moving quickly, but my body might be like, oh, I didn't sign up for this. I've been feeling like physical signs of stress. I feel like that's the first time I felt like that. But when it comes to work, so I'm like, I need to get a hold on that because stress is like nothing to be played about. I feel like I have a relatively higher, I'm relatively probably more stressed than your average person, but I feel like this is a bit more than usual. I need to like get a grapple on that. But I feel like that's kind of what's been making me have that like push of thinking like maybe I should just use that energy for myself rather than being stressed about something else. I should be stressed about something that I want to do for myself, And I feel like I said, I like the opportunity to like learn new things at a quicker pace and like do things at a quicker pace. I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's like, is that what I need to be learning? But I feel like I have to because I feel like in this rapid changing world, I want to be like always having skills that I can like lean back on, because like everything's becoming redundant, and like AI is taking so many jobs, etc., etc. The job market and the jobs as we know it today will be rapidly changing. So it's like, oh man, I feel like maybe I can low key optimize this role, but I'm like treading lightly on like how much I should optimize, because like you don't want to essentially take away somebody's whole job. So I'm like, let me be careful with that. So, but I don't know. And also, two things are going to be changing with my job than what they initially were. Because my supervisor, who's been like really chill and like she's a creative herself, and I think understands being a creative, navigating like the corporate realm, she's leaving. And my other, who I would be reporting to next, he seems okay, but I really don't know him like that. He seems more like stern, cut and dry. I don't know. I don't know him like that. So that's making me also weary as well. Because like, oh, here we go. here we go. Because in this, like I will be reporting under the person who I'm actually covering for right now. And I don't want to be, that work in itself, I don't want to be doing that forever. So like, I'm kind of worried that I'll end up being pushed to do that work more when I initially was not thinking about doing that work forever. So it's like, I feel like my jobs labs had end up never turning out to be what I thought they would be, or what I would like hope for them to be. Like I feel like in the beginning it feels that way, but then like it slowly shows that it isn't. And this job I didn't really mind, because like it's been pretty chill. I can't complain about the pay and whatnot. But now that like my job scope and things will now be changing in another direction, I'm starting to get worried about that. And like, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, with that being said, I feel like this like shift in my job right now almost feels like a sign, because 3 years ago I said I wanted to be out of corporate America in 3 years, and now it's hitting that 3-year mark, and now there are these like real kind of big shifts happening around me. Like I mentioned before, I bought a kiln. So like with that kiln, I feel like it's driving me to do more ceramic work and artistic work, that realm. And then now I'm having this like stress in my job that's making me think things differently and making me feel like I need to shift. And like that, with that stress, like I'm feeling these bodily stress. And I feel like I've already been feeling signs of like burnout and needing that break, because I was supposed to be taking that break this month, but I pushed it back. I didn't really think about the implications body-wise about what that might have done, because I feel like my body was already telling me that like I need to take a break, but then I didn't take it when I was already anticipating, already pushing towards. So I'm like, oh man, what if it's a sign? I'm such a it's a sign ass bitch. I don't care. Like I like to pay attention to the things happening around me. So I'm feeling like maybe that's like a sign. Oh man, I don't know. So many moving parts, I swear. I've been posting more on my pottery TikTok. I feel like that's like the one of the few like social media pages where I feel like I'm not punished for like taking longer breaks from posting. I feel like it still performs relatively the same way whether I take a break from posting or not. Like whether I don't post for a month and then come back and post, I feel like it still operates in the same capacity. Maybe it could be doing better if I post more consistently, but it doesn't seem to be like giving me too many adversary like effects. So I'm wondering what I should do with that. I feel like my pottery page seems like one of the more straightforward paths I can be taking. And like, I don't know, I feel like my food channel was that for a while, but now I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to like dig deeper with those and see like what happened. I posted my second siren cover, so that's good. I feel like I got more views for it, the second one, than the first one, but I don't know if those views equated to the quality of views I got in the first one. I got 5 likes in the first one, I think 1 like in this one. So it makes me wonder like how people are engaging with it. Ooh, and I hope people will engage with it more. Then I'm like, so what I'm doing is like, I'm posting the covers. Ooh, and then I'm posting like the synopsis of what they mean, because like each cover is telling a part of the story. So like I'm telling that part of the story of what the cover is depicting. I'm doing that on TikTok, and I'm posting my covers on YouTube. So I hope that goes well. It's like I've explained like what the process has been doing for me, but it's an interesting ordeal. And like not every cover is gonna be a good cover, because I'm also like learning how to use my voice in like certain ways. But I feel like these video journal entries has been training me to post through and be consistent with like posting through, even if I'm feeling discomfort about what I'm posting, to stay consistent, because I feel like your voice not sounding good makes you feel bad, right? It is not a good feeling, but I feel like I'm okay with that, you know. I'm pushing towards like a different outcome. I don't think my goal necessarily is to be this like pristine vocalist with this series, and I'm feeling more comfort being with discomfort and like not posting something tip top shape with vocals, etc. And I feel like the discomfort that I was facing before, that I talked about in my video entries previously, with posting these video entries and feeling this discomfort but still posting through, I feel like has like prepped me for these siren covers. And like, I don't know how I'm feeling about them, but I'm gonna do all 10 of them. I'm gonna see them through to the end, even if I'm squeaking and squawking on them bad boys. But yeah, that's where I'm at this week. What time is it? I need to like wrap this up. I can't be here too long. Oh, it's only been 10 minutes. Okay. Because like I mentioned, I was taking a nap and I was asleep for a while, so I missed my dinner periods. Like, I need to eat, but I also need to like finish this within like a timely fashion. But that's my week. That's how I've been going. I feel like I'm in a whirlwind, man. I don't know. I've been taking my walks, which has been good. My body in motion stays in motion. So that's been good. Man, so many puppies are coming up. So many Samoyed puppies are coming up. I feel like when I was like ready and I was like so certain of what I wanted to do and get a dog, they would know what puppies coming up. But now like so many litters are coming up and I'm like, oh. That's another thing that made me like, is this a sign to like settle down and like focus on like certain things, or is this a detriment? Is that like a wrench testing me to, you know, a wrench being weighted to throw into like my whole ordeal was like testing me in a way I don't know. It's a sign as it. So like, I'm always looking for meaning in things, man. That's my week, man. That's my week. I'm like I mentioned, I got a kiln. I've been posting about that process. I'm like feeling nervous about what that would look like for me now in the future and the work that I'll be posting. But I don't want to. I'm telling myself, don't feel nervous. Like, just dive into it. Just dive into like the direction that it's taking you. You know. I also did I mention last week? I think I mentioned it, but like pottery. It seems like summer is just like my season for pottery. I've mentioned like of having certain seasons for my creative workflow, and I feel like summer just seems to be inevitably pottery as it's been showing itself, because even when I set up my home studio, it was around the same time. So I want to like lean into that and lean into my flow with ceramics and things of the nature. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see where we're at in 3 months. And then we'll see where we're at in 6. But that's it for me, I think. Oh, we're in crazy times with the country, man. I don't know if you've been seeing with Homeland Security and ICE and things like that. I was really, early in my video journals, I was really like in a tizzy about what's happening with the country. I feel like now I'm operating as I have to be, but like that like worry about where the direction of the country's heading is still there. No, don't you worry, it's still there. But like I'm operating as business as usual, and I feel like there's this cognitive dissonance really like within this world of like having to survive and do your business as usual, work, and like making income and but the world around you actively changing with technology and with the political climate and with the economic climate, and it's just actively changing. But here you are having to participate business as usual, and things aren't business as usual. It's crazy times, man. I'm really having that urge. I feel like I just want to be incubated in a creative zone of just making and reflecting the times I'm in, and making and reflecting the times I'm in. But yeah, that's it for me. That's really a wrap for me. I need to like eat and like chill and whatnot. But yeah, my mood level is, it's not below halfway. It's a little bit down from where it was before, but it's still maybe like midpoint, you know, not below, not too much above, but I'm at like a midpoint of my mood. Not too bad, not too good. I got a ticket, man. That really pissed me off. That's very random. I got a ticket yesterday, and I was getting me some cake to make me feel better about the week of being stressed. It gave me a sugar dopamine hit, and then I got me a perfume from Sephora, and I got a ticket from a parking ticket from a police officer. That's what really pisses me off, because like the police have like, I've had like mixed feelings about the police for real, because there's been times where like they should have shown up but they didn't, but here they are able to take time out of their work for, I'm pretty sure there's more important things happening in Chicago. Here they were able to take time to give me a parking ticket, which really pissed me off. But what can I do about it? I have a ticket. It is what it is. But thankfully that didn't drag me below the midpoint of my mood, because it was really trying to. I was really on the verge of a crash out, but not just for the ticket, but just in general with my stress levels and things like that. But I think I've been able to like level out at a midpoint. That's where I'm at. But yeah, that's it for me. See me next week. Bye.